Welcome back to Star Drift Evolution. In this video, we're going to be trying to regain one of our records, or one of my records. Our records, my records, I don't know. Are we Russian? In the daily challenge a couple of days ago, I think it was Tuesday? It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. It was Skyfall with the Sandworm. And my arch rival Deefe quite easily beat me with the Sandworm by about 1/10 of a second. And the funny thing was, we went back and forth for about 4 times, and neither of us ever did a perfect run. So I'm going to, I was number 1 with the turbo until the Sandworm challenge came. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to beat Deefe with the turbo, because I still believe that the turbo is the best car here. Okay, so the difficult thing about this track is that you have to stay on this greenish stuff, because if you're just driving on the black stuff, I mean, yes, the Sandworm has a lot more traction than the turbo, but I mean, you just fall off insanely. It's just like you're driving really slow. It's like you're driving the shorty, actually. I mean, you see how far Deefe is ahead of me, so you have to really stay on these the slope part of the track like that. And the problem is, because it's angled, it changes how your car behaves with the traction. So where you would think it would drift, it doesn't. It sticks, and then sometimes it does drift. So you could be having a perfect run, and then you just fall off. So let's get into it now that we've talked a little bit about the track. See, I'm off there, and I just lose all my speed, and I can't get into this one. Those 2 opening curves, I won't say opening, I don't consider this one like super hard, because you know, if you don't get this one right, you can just restart easily. You don't lose too much time. Those, what is it? Turn 1, 2, turns 3 and 4. They like make or break your run. See, I'm just a little wide there. I just need to turn in a little bit more. And since every run isn't perfect, oh, that was nice. I was gonna shut up so I could actually try that time. I still am trying. I mean, it's just I can try more when I'm not talking. So. I think I'm too fast. Okay, that was a decent save, but arg. No. See, the thing is, like, you need to make minor corrections, but depending upon how your car is on this green part, the blue part, I don't know. We're gonna call it the green part. Depending upon the angle of your car, it changes what correction you need to make, like a big correction or a small correction. Is your car drifting or is it not drifting? Okay, that one, well, I cannot talk while driving this track. It's gonna be so hard to talk while driving this track and actually getting a nice run. I wonder if we're gonna be able to beat the 50 tries. I think it was 52. 52 for Rock Hill or Rough Rock. Can't remember what the name of it is. What makes it worse is, like, no curves in this game. There are no turns in this game where it's just a straight turn, where you just have a nice apex. Nope. Every single curve in this game is, like, I don't know, I won't say it's like hand drawn, but it's like if you try to like hand draw a circle, it's never going to be perfect. So you have to like learn like when the curve gets sharper, when it's supposed to be just like gradual. Like you'd think this is gradual, but no, that curve tightens. Goes straight here, and then it curves and it tightens there, and then it straightens out. It's really annoying, and the same thing happens on the second curve. Not the second curve. I'm calling them 1 and 2. It's actually 3 and 4. It happens on the fourth one too. See, this tightens here, which is why I'm coming off, and that one tightens as well, and then it straightens out, but it doesn't straighten out 100%. It just becomes less curvy. And it's just really annoying. Oh wow. Dang. Okay. The reason why I kept on going there, even though I messed up that slight elbow, is because the stats here. If I'm a smart person, I will like take screenshots and put them like side by side. But the Sandworm, just in case I don't do that, the Sandworm's got 3 speed, 2 acceleration, and 5 grip. Everything adds up to 10. So not a lot of acceleration, but a ton of grip. The Turbo has 3 speed, 5 acceleration, and 1 grip and 1 downforce, which, I mean, the downforce is nice and all, and it actually does come into play at some points. But if we're just looking at this generally, the Turbo, they're almost exact opposites. The Turbo accelerates a lot faster than the Sandworm, but it has no grip. And they have the same, the key thing here is, what I'm pointing out is, they have the same top speed. So if we were just like in a drag race, well, not a drag race, but if you put us at our top speed and then just match us together, then we'd be going the same speed. However, getting to that top speed, I can get there faster. It's just I can't take the turns as well as he can in the Sandworm. But even right now, like if I'm this far behind him, I'm okay with this because I know that I can catch him on that last turn. I really need to stay on that green on the last one, and that was the problem I had in the daily challenge, was that last curve. Assuming like I even got like a semi-decent run up into that last curve, I just could not stay on the green, and Deefe like did it perfectly. So I couldn't, even if I was like even with him at that point, I couldn't do anything. He would just always beat me on the last curve. I hope this isn't the one where I beat him, because I was like good. Oh, I mean, that wasn't a good one anyway. What my goal is, okay, I know, like usually when I'm trying to beat a number one time, I set like waypoints for myself. And so the waypoints are in relation to the ghost that I'm driving up against. So for this track, for me to continue the run, I have to, number one, be ahead of Deefe going into this second turn. And then I have to be, I would say, within like maybe a car length of him after the fourth turn. Or 2 car lengths. 1 or 2 car lengths after the 4th turn is basically my checkpoint. And if I'm too far away, then I'm just gonna have to restart automatically. It's the grip. See, I spent about an hour and a half. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe it was only about 45 minutes to an hour. I spent about 45 minutes to an hour trying to beat Deefe on this track, and most of that time was spent on these first 4 turns. So I've grown accustomed to how the Sandworm takes this turn right here and not the Turbo, because they're like complete opposites in terms of grip. Okay, here we go. Oh, it was too wide. See, that's the line you would take if you were in the Sandworm. The Turbo needs to be more than that. I mean, it needs to be tighter than that. My line was off because I was just cracking under pressure. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, that was good. Oh yeah! 41.6. That's pretty good. That was actually in between where I thought I was going to be. I thought if we did like an almost perfect run, it'd be 41.5. And I thought we were going to beat Deefe by maybe a tenth of a second, which we were close to a tenth. We were only we beat him by 0.2. Anyway, whew, boy, that felt good. I thought it was going to take actually, honestly, a bit longer than that from the way it was going, but we just ended up chaining up a really nice run together there. Could I do it again? Probably not. It'd probably take me about the same amount of time or longer to do it. But hey, we're not looking for consistency. We're just looking for a time. Anyway, see you later.